Let me tell you a story. A story of love, of waiting, of loss, and of something far greater than death. There were 3 siblings who lived in a small town called Bethany: Mary, Martha, and their brother Lazarus. They were close. They laughed together, ate together, prayed together, and they were dear friends of Jesus. Yes, that Jesus. Lazarus was kind, quiet, gentle-hearted. People liked being around him, and Jesus loved him deeply. He loved all 3 of them. But one day, Lazarus got sick. Not just a fever or a cough. It was serious. His sisters tried everything they could, but nothing worked. So they sent a message to Jesus. "Lord, the one you love is sick." And then they waited. A day passed, then 2. Still no sign of Jesus. Lazarus grew weaker, his breathing shallow. Mary cried. Martha prayed. They kept looking down the road, hoping to see the one they called Master, Teacher, Friend. But he didn't come. And then Lazarus died. The house filled with people mourning, wailing, prayers, silence. Mary sat on the floor, still, numb. Martha, ever the doer, tried to stay strong, but her heart was breaking too. They wrapped Lazarus in cloth, laid him in a tomb. A stone was rolled across the entrance, and with it, it felt like hope had been buried too. 4 days later, Jesus came. When Martha saw him walking toward the house, she ran out to meet him. Her voice trembled, part sorrow, part frustration. "Lord, if you had been here, my brother wouldn't have died." But Jesus looked into her eyes and said something strange, something powerful. "Your brother will rise again." She thought he meant someday. But then he said this, "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will live, even if they die." Martha ran back to get Mary. Mary came, tears in her eyes, and fell at his feet. "Lord, if you had been here." She couldn't even finish the sentence. Jesus saw her pain. He saw the others mourning. And even though he knew what was about to happen, Jesus wept. Yes, God in human form cried. He didn't brush off their pain. He stepped into it. Then Jesus asked, "Where have you laid him?" They led him to the tomb. A heavy stone sealed it shut. The air was still. Then Jesus said, "Take away the stone." Martha hesitated. "Lord, it's been 4 days." But Jesus reminded her, "Didn't I tell you that if you believe, you'll see the glory of God?" So they rolled the stone away. Jesus looked up, prayed to his Father, and then he shouted with a voice that shook the earth, "Lazarus, come out!" The crowd held its breath. And then they saw movement. From the darkness of the tomb, a figure stepped forward, wrapped in grave clothes, his face still covered. Lazarus was alive. Gasps turned to shouts. Tears turned to laughter. Mary and Martha ran to their brother, arms wrapped tight. Jesus stood back, watching, a quiet smile on his face. That day, many came to believe that Jesus was more than a teacher, more than a prophet. He was the resurrection, the life, the one who could call the dead back to the living. This is the story of Lazarus, the one Jesus loved, the one he called back from death. And it's a reminder that even when it feels too late, even when hope is buried, Jesus still calls us by name. And when he does, life begins again.